Hey friends, how's it going? It's Richard, and it's Wednesday, so that means a new video for you. If you have some super ability to tell, I am actually sick, but that does not prevent me from making a video. So here I am making a video for you. Alright, so today's topic, this week's topic is how to find the positives in everything. I'm going to take you in through the journey of kind of the way I think and my perspective of life. And just show you kind of how much it's changed over the years, and hopefully this is helpful for you in seeing life from a more positive perspective. The first thing I want you to recognize is that, well, life, everything that happens in our lives is all perspective. There's nothing that's good, there's nothing that's bad. It's just how we interpret it. Now, it might sound a little crazy, but the concept, this is a very transformational concept, is that everything that happens in our life is neutral. Absolutely neutral. As in, let's say I get into a car accident. There's no good, there's no bad. It's just, it is what it is. It's a neutral event, and it's how we decide to interpret these events that give it meaning in our lives. I was talking with one of my friends, and he was really skeptical about this concept. He's like, no, I don't agree with you, Richard. I like car crash, like that's bad. It's inconvenience. I get that. I get a car crash is inconvenient, but it doesn't make it bad. You know, it is what it is. It's, to me, we could choose to look at all the negatives. Like, oh my goodness, I got to deal with insurance now. I have to deal with, like, I got to find a rental car so I could drive to work or school. But you could also look at the positives. And that's what I like to do with my life. I'll give you a few key examples. I'll just share with you kind of the, kind of like big, tragic moments in my life and kind of give you perspective of that. So first one, let's talk about the car crash. I had a car crash. I got into a car crash about, I'd say about a year or two ago. And I remember after the car crash, I was just thinking, okay, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy that no one else was involved. My car got completely totaled. I had to spend the whole Sunday, doing car related stuff, but it was okay. It was an experience for me, and it made life memorable, and that's all it really was. Another example is I was playing basketball the day before my first game in college, and I sprained my ankle, and this is the worst I've ever sprained my ankle. I was out for 3/4 of a year, so 3 whole seasons, and I didn't get to play. And I think a lot of people would be like, oh man, that sucks. That's so inconvenient, and you got to deal with this stuff. But yes, but it was fun for me. It was my first time being in, like, having to do crutches, wheelchair, and everything like that. And although it was a little bit inconvenient, like I didn't mind it. You know, it's a part of our life, and you just look at. I like to always see what's, I see it as a memorable experience. It's something that makes life interesting. And I think that every single opportunity that we have to just see certain things, like I love these bad situations because they make life interesting, and two, they add value. They add a challenge. They add meaning to our lives. And it makes you appreciate things a lot more that we normally wouldn't appreciate. I take all these negative things that happen in my life, and that's how I treat them. It's everything bad that happens in my life, such as getting rejected by a girl or whatever. It becomes part of my experiences in life to make me the better person that I want to be. Because that's ultimately what life is about. It's about improving ourselves and just going after what we're passionate about and just learning and growing and living. And that's why I love having these negative experiences. Now, I don't purposely set myself up for negative experiences because I believe that's a little silly, but by having these misfortunes, in a way, for me, is kind of a fortune at the same time, because it's another opportunity to experience life to the next level. Because I think by us having our lowest lows, those points where we feel really depressed, or we hit rock bottom, we go bankrupt or whatever it is, we're failing school. It might suck in the moment, but when we look at the other, what they call it, the other side of the fence, the oh well this is totally opposite. The grass is green on the other side. I'm totally abusing this phrase. All I can say is everything is just interpretation. There's always something positive to see in every single experience. I know this is silly, but I remember when I was younger, one time I said to myself, man, I wish I grew up poor, like poverty poor. I grew up like lower middle class, but I wish I grew up like homeless. Why? Because then I would appreciate life more. Now I wouldn't wish that upon myself or anyone else, but and I know it sounds silly, but it's like these challenges, these struggles give us a lot of perspective in our lives. And that's all I have for this week. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully that was helpful for you. Happy 2015, and see you next week. What's going on, everyone? This is probably my 6th or 7th time recording this video. Why am I recording it so many times? It's because I have this super short list. All I have to do is just read off this list, but I've been struggling because I really want to share with you the emotions, the feels of how amazing 2014 was.